Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to the video. This is a paid request for Brian. And yeah, I definitely need a warm-up for this fucking movie. But thank you for the request. I do appreciate that. For anyone that wants to request any type of videos, whether it be a topic, reaction, a commentary, review, re-review, thought streams, commentaries, whatever the case may be, feel free. And I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And for those who sent them, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And PayPal, CashApp, usually the best way to do it. Again, links are down below in the info box. And as you did tell by the title, Brian wanted to torture me to do a commentary on the 1997 film, The Pest. I'm sure there's people that like this film. I'm just not one of them. But yeah, I'm pause the beginning. For those who want to follow along, you have the movie. I'll count down. Let's do it. Got my mellow yellow. I definitely need that. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. I'll be honest, I haven't seen this film in over a decade, so I'm not going to remember much of anything. I do remember being very annoyed by this film. And I don't even hate John Leguizamo. I've liked him in even Super Mario Brothers. I liked him in that. The Bubble Factory. Yeah. If I blew bubbles on my ass, maybe I could lift my spirits higher with the balloon. The Bubble Factory. Well, this movie would be fart bubbles. But again, I don't hate John Leguizamo. I've liked him in other stuff. Carlito's Way, he's good in. Like I said, Super Mario Brothers, I have fun with him in that. He did bit parts in action films. He was in The Last Stand. Yeah, The Last Stand with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was in Gamer with Gerard Butler. Holy fucking shit, now I'm starting to remember. This opening where he's in the shower and his voice. Nee, 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 nee. I'm ridiculous like a booger, I stick to this. And he farts. And he's farting. Oh my god. So he's in the shower, wasting all the goddamn water, and he's just farting. 1 stinky stinky, 2 stinky stinky. Oh my fucking god. Hell in a handbasket. I looked this up. I don't know if this is true, but this is what it says. It says he really wanted to make a movie, so he and his best friend at the time, writer David Barkatz, came up with the idea for The Pest and wrote a treatment together. Leguizamo bet Katz $1,000 that he could not write the screenplay for it. So Katz had it written in 3 days. Should we know that Katz had never written a movie prior to this? Leguizamo wrote a lot of the gags in the film, such as the opening shower scene. He later admitted that he'd probably do things a little differently, like spending a month on the script instead of just 3 days, and that he kind of fucked up. Kinda? It got panned by critics. It had an $8 million budget, and this only made like $3.6 million. I think Universal, it was going to be from them, but they said, we don't make movies for that low of a budget that go into theaters. So it went to the company that showed at the beginning. I swear to God, I swear to fucking God, one day I'm gonna get the guys. I'm gonna get Uncle Bill from Dead Pit to watch this fucking movie because he hates John Leguizamo and he will lose his fucking mind. And I'm gonna be there to laugh at him for it one goddamn day. I swear. Like this shit. Oh my God. So this came out in 1997, man. Go to work or what? The Grease Trap? I just boggle my mind who gave them $8 million to make this. And then we got Jeffrey Jones on top of that. So as if this wasn't shitty enough, we got Jeffrey Jones who is a P to the E to the D to the O. And he is. He was found pictures and stuff of he had child PORN. I don't even want to say the word. It is disgusting. And not only is he out, but apparently he's going to do a fucking convention. What convention looks at that guy's history and said, yes, we want him around people, which will probably be fucking kids. Well, I shouldn't say fucking kids. There'll be kids around at conventions, parents with their kids, and you want a guy who's a P to the O. I hope that got canceled. I hope they died. Well, yeah, he should be canceled forever. Into the fucking grave. I did. He's Irish, so you mentioned Lucky Charms. Like the most obvious fucking joke. He's Irish. What do we say? Lucky Charms and Leprechaun. So apparently, and I don't know if this is true, that the original cut of the film, I mean, the original, this wasn't in it, and they said audiences felt that he was too unlikable of a character, so they added this bit here with him playing basketball with the kids to, I guess, make him likable. Don't think that worked. Just a 4.8 out of 10 IMDb, but I guess the idea is, well, this kid who's looked at as a loser, he helps him win, he helps him do all this stuff, he takes care of bullies. Kid, just let go. It's like 2 feet away. So I guess maybe they had the scene where he walked around with 2 lunches and they go, okay, we gotta fit something with 2 lunches. Okay, where did you get the lunches? Okay, you got them from kids. So the guy on the left is Ari Spears, which I know he was on Mad TV, which I didn't get to grow up much with Mad TV. I know of it. Bobby Lee was on there for quite a few years, among others. But Ari Spears, he didn't really get to do a whole lot of movies. And I know in this, what's it? You had Freddie Rodriguez. And Freddie Rodriguez, he was the star of Planet Terror with Robert Rodriguez. So Sorry. The damn dry air making me screw up my sinuses. So now it's like making me want to pop my ears. Maybe it's my brain wanting to escape my fucking head. That's why. My brain was like trying to get out. Trying to get out through my fucking ear holes. No, I kind of need that. Yeah, and the plot is pretty much he picks one thing leads to another, and it becomes the most dangerous game, being hunted on an island by Jeffrey Jones. I can only imagine. I can only imagine that a studio, whoever the fuck greenlit the $8 million, I can only imagine they went, okay, we've had, or companies had success with a goofy, silly comedy. Ace Ventura, Ace Ventura Pet Detective was a success. Adam Sandler stuff like Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. By 1997, it was what, The Wedding Singer? That was going to be a success. But even then, T1C Happy Madison, that's the production company. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore were a success. Tommy Boy was a success. So that's the thing with these comedies. It's like, okay, we we have a new comedy star with Jim Carrey. We have a new comedy star with Adam Sandler. We have a new comedy star with Chris Farley. Maybe John Leguizamo will be the next guy. This will be our Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, Chris Farley. Didn't work out that way. Not at fucking all. And I want to look up. I know someone got mad that I was doing. I was looking up stuff on the computer and they got mad because, like, did you hear my typing on the computer? And they said that's annoying. I'm like, okay. So I'll try to do it on my phone. You know he's blind because he says I'm blind on the sign. So he's a con artist. He's an annoying twat, and he's a con artist. He's a daredevil. So for Jeffrey Jones is picking one guy, and then this guy's an idiot and thinks it's the other guy. You think Jeffrey Jones would say, "Give me the guy in the orange shirt and the rainbow trout, rainbow fucking pride flag shorts"? Again, if Jeffrey Jones' character was that gun ho to want a candidate, describe what the fuck the guy's wearing. Or he's wearing an orange shirt. He's got this and that. But no, we gotta find a stupid fucking way to involve this guy. Good, he gets hit. Keep getting hit. He's just so whiny and irritating and fucking annoying in this movie, man. Okay, I'd be more creeped out that the guy has a fucking gun. I don't care what he's wearing, panties or not. If he's got a fucking gun, I'd be scared of that shit. And not want him to shoot at me. Oh yeah, this is definitely PC. Oh my fucking god. Me love you long time, me so horny. Jesus Christ. I find it kind of ironic that he does a scene like this where he's pretending to be an Asian guy saying just the most stupid non-Asian shit. But he bitched about Chris Pratt being cast in Super Mario Brothers. Oh, why they cast too white? Yeah, there was a controversy where John Leguizamo was like, "Oh, I'm disappointed that they couldn't cast anybody of ethnic for fucking Mario or Luigi." And I'm sitting there going, number one, you played a character named Luigi. It's a bit weird that you. Why would you be? That's the other thing. Also, look at what the fuck you doing here. I'm sure a lot of people will look at this and go, "Oh, it's not a big deal. Like you don't get be a Karen about it." Comedy is about taking stereotypes and making fun of them and all that stuff, and being un-PC. That's very much true. If it was funny and worth the shit, then I'd be down for it. But I just don't think this is worth the shit. And of course, you have to have a gone sound effect for fuck's sake. Charles Hallahan. Now the guy on the other end of the phone is Charles Hallahan. He was Norris. Was it here? He was John Carpenter's The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. He was the guy that had the heart attack. He's on the table and his stomach opens up and eats the doctor's arms and comes out. Like one of the big scenes in the movie. I think he was also in Executive Decision, which, funny enough, also had John Leguizamo, although they shared no scenes together. And Executive Decision was before this. That was '96. So Charlie Hallahan is a Scottish mob guy who needs money. You owe me money or otherwise. Fab One food deliveries. Jesus Christ. So technically, he just stole their fucking cart without the guy knowing for sure that you worked for him. And why would their fucking delivery be this? Cart. Go kart. Like, way to deliver. And how, like, and lo and behold, so this other guy seems to know everything about Leguizamo's character. He owes the Scottish mob thousands of dollars. He's a scam artist, all this other stuff. So So I'm looking over his filmography. Casualties of War, which is a great movie. He had a big part in that. He was in Revenge. He was in Die Hard 2. I always forget he was in Die Hard 2. He had a very, very tiny role in that. Just like Edward, hell, even Robert Patrick. I remember a line of dialogue: "A sitting duck." Hanging with the Homeboys. He was the star of that, which I don't mind that film. Alfred Justice, Boy and Alley. I don't remember him being in Seagal's Alfred Justice. Regarding Henry, yeah, he's the guy who shoots Harrison Ford in the head, and he goes to his coma, and which I like that movie. Yeah. Super Mario Brothers and Carlito's Way were Net's big films. Tu Wan Fu, Executive Decision. He was in The Fan, in a supporting role. Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio. This film. So based on these films like The Fan, Executive Decision, I guess Tu Wan Fu, I would assume Tu Wan Fu, because he was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actor. So they must have seen that film and go, well, he got a Golden Globe for that movie, a nomination, and he's nominated. So maybe this guy could work for comedy if he's a star. Obviously it didn't work out. And the same year he got Spawn as the clown, the violator. He was a voice in Dr. Dolittle as Rat Number 2. He was in Summer of Sam, Spike Lee film. He was one of the voices of Titan AE, which I do like that movie. Moulin Rouge. What's the Worst That Could Happen? Such a lame Danny DeVito, Martin Lawrence film. Collateral Damage with Arnold. Ice Age is probably his biggest hit, is Ice Age, as the voice of Sid. Because they made a ton of those movies. Assault in Precinct 13 remake. I forgot he was in that. He was one of the prisoners. Land of the Dead. The Happening. Righteous Kill. Gamer. They made a lot of Ice Age movies. Ride Along he was on. John Wick. That's right, he was in John Wick. Which he did fine in John Wick. And he had a tiny role in John Wick 2. And they never brought him back. Violent Night, he was the main villain. Which I liked Violent Night. Playing with Fire, that was a god-awful comedy with John Cena. And he was in films just... The Menu. That's right, which I didn't mind The Menu. American Ultra I didn't mind. So yeah, he's been in films that I don't mind. John Wick 1 and 2, Violent Night. American Ultra I don't mind. Casualties of War I mentioned. And Gamer, Collateral Damage. There's been 6 Ice Age movies. Because there's a 6th one coming out. 6. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. So I guess the point in this is like he's so annoying. He's like, I'm gonna take this guy out. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, movie, you're trying to make me root for Jeffrey Jones because this guy is so goddamn annoying. You want Jeffrey Jones to kill him. The fact you're making me root for Jeffrey Jones shows I'm. Oh my god. Granted, this is before people knew Jeffrey Jones was who he was, because he was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, he was in Beetlejuice, he was in Mom and Dad Save the World. That classic. Beetlejuice I love. Ferris Bueller's Day Off I love. Acting wise, he did a good job in those movies, but now I think he's a vile human being. Anytime I look at his face, I want to spit. But I'm not going to spit on my computer screen, but I want to verbally spit in his face. I know I'm not talking about what's on screen because it's just John Leguizamo acting like a fucking kid who shit his pants. He shit his pants and he's whining like a baby who didn't get his fucking video game and had a temper tantrum on floor of fucking Walmart. Just the bottom of the fucking barrel in terms of comedy, man. God damn. As I'm watching this, this might be on my list of top 10 worst comedies. Like, Going Overboard will be number one for me, and those Seltzer Burgers, Seltzer Bottle films, where the hell. And then you got Underground Comedy Movie, and what was that one with Dennis Quaid? What the hell? Like Hugh Jackman, like everybody. Movie 43. We can't afford the plane nosediving, so we just have the camera. Not even the camera, just have post production go. That'd be the question. Which would I rather watch, this or movie 43? I don't know. Movie 43 I may rather watch. I admit that almost kind of made me laugh. Him look at the German. The goddamn fucking son of a bitch, pain in the ass. It was so stupid, it almost made me laugh. I gotta admit. I gotta admit it. I gotta admit it. Not a lie or anything. I gotta admit it. Try to remember. Does he hit on Leguizamo? trying to remember if the idea is that seems like he's got the hots for Leguizamo. He's checking him out, checked his ass out. His two favorite body parts, cock and toe. So he's a foot fetish guy. Yeah, the funny thing is he was telling the truth. So the son, oh my god. I don't know why, like, I'm just explaining what the hell, like, if you watch along with me, then I'm just explaining shit you already know. Must be some demons. He was locked in a room with a snake, but apparently, if you're locked in a room with a snake, that means turns you gay, I guess? Must have been footage they bought from National Geographic. And if you want to see a film that kind of, not the exact same thing, but like that scene there about look around, there's hunting trophies being steered. Ace Ventura When Nature Calls did that in 1995. He pissed himself. That's what I mean with this kind of humor. It's just, what if a guy was on Ritalin, being hyper, 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 upped and amped to 11 from beginning to end, where there's no respite, there's no change from that. There's no moments of heart in the film. There's no moments where the person shows itself to be an actual human fucking being. And then you add in fart jokes at the first 2 minutes, piss jokes like we just saw right now. Even Ace Ventura Pet Detective, when there's a bit that he's telling the story to the Courtney Cox about how he saw something scary with big fangs. That he steers her for a bit, but then he goes back to talking a bit serious. I mean, even Happy Gilmore, there's a bits between him and his grandma. I mean, it may not be a lot, but at least there's something to it. This goddamn. So he gets a gun with like, I don't know, one bullet in it, a Swiss Army knife, and a, what is that, piece of rope that's smaller than, my dick's bigger than that rope. What the fuck? Well, thank God the whole thing wasn't black. It'd be fucking blackface. I mean, that begs the question: is John Leguizamo, could he work as a lead in a comedy? But it's just this is so poorly written. I can't remember much of his stand-up comedy, so I don't know how his stand-up comedy factors whether good or bad. I know some people said it's, at least his early shows were pretty good, but certainly doesn't show that in this. Maybe some people can like it if they're nostalgic for it and they saw it early on. They just say it's a stupid, silly, goofy comedy where a guy acts out and they're diehard John Leguizamo fans, maybe. But yeah, it's a silly, stupid comedy. But again, this era where there were so many that I thought were better. I mentioned some of them: Black Sheep, Tommy Boy, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Ace Ventura, both of them. Now, apparently, he got bit during this scene. Like, obviously, that's a fake. But when the snake is going up his leg, I read somewhere that he apparently did get bit. I don't know. I would have been surprised that they had him in there in the first place and not a stunt person, because you don't see him and the snake in the same frame, at least that I saw. Yeah, give away your position. He's got a fucking rocket launcher behind him. Yeah, he's got a missile on his back. Yeah, he's got a fucking rocket launcher. And God, that weapon on his back looks like a fucking toy, man. Yeah, the outside looks like a cheap Christmas ornament wrapping of that missile. Jesus Christ. Now, how the hell did I miss him and get the kid? Somehow missed him? And how is John Leguizamo's character making that kind of fucking trap? So this humongous tree that he wouldn't be able to lift 1 inch of, and somehow made this intricate trap, which he's never shown signs of being able to do any of that before. So how in the flying fuck was he able to do that? Oh my god. More fart jokes. That's what we're known for, more fart jokes. I don't understand the obsession that some people had with farts and why they thought it was funny. They thought it was entertaining and thought it made people chuckle. Never understood that frame of mind. Never understood that. Wow, great continuity. He had binoculars on, and then he. So, Leguizamo's sitting like this. Then when Jeffrey Jones looks, he's got. John Leguizamo has a newspaper. Then the next shot, he has this at the end. So, where the fuck did that newspaper come from before or since? I just the idea he's using that to wipe, although you would think the plants would be used as well. But just like one shot's this, the next shot's this, the next shot is this. It's like, but it's a silly, stupid comedy. You're not supposed to be thinking about that. Just like he blew his load. He shot his fucking stupid ass rocket. How does smelling his sop mean he's alive? So Hogan's Heroes. It was always such a weird idea for a comedy. Like here's the Nazis having a bunch of people as prisoners. Ain't that funny? It's like I remember. I mean, hold on, because it's one of those things that's just so weird of a notion that's memorable, but now I don't watch animal porn. No, you look crazy to me. If you don't take his speedball, why the fuck did you need him in the first place? Unless he has the key. Now we got barf jokes. We had fart jokes, we had piss jokes, we have fart shitting jokes, and now we have barf jokes. Is there going to be bird shit jokes now too, with all the birds? We don't have bird shit jokes? Answer my fucking question. Yep, we did. There you go, burst shit jokes. Answer my fucking question. My fucking question was answered. Well, we're back to the city again, Miami, because we couldn't have the whole movie be on an island. There was enough comedy, I guess, there. And that's the thing, throughout the years, there's been, silly, goofy comedies that have worked throughout the years. Hell, I mentioned some of the ones I enjoy, even ones after this. Malibu's Most Wanted. That's a silly comedy, a goofy comedy. But I actually find that film funny. Saw it in the theater, thought it was entertaining. I liked Malibu's Most Wanted, which is sad since Malibu's pretty much gone because of those fires. Because the upper echelon didn't know what the hell they were doing, but Malibu's Most Wanted is a fun one. Even this is such a stupid idea for Jeffrey Jones's character because now there's going to be a multitude of witnesses that can identify, oh, that's that guy that's trying to murder someone. Like you don't know that you're going to be identified. More like he got away, so yep, I guess time to choose another victim. Oh, but he's arrogant and he doesn't want to lose, so he needs to kill this guy no matter what. Well, it's not really smart for a hunter to just give away his position like that with a helicopter. Oh my god, what the fuck? So now he's. I forgot Joe Morton was in this. So he's on a date wearing a bunch of stuff that's supposed to be from Africa. His girlfriend is black. Her parents, the dad is Joe Morton. Like I said, I forgot Joe Morton was in this. Of course, Joe Morton was Dyson in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. He was in the film Speed. He was in Paycheck with Ben Affleck. He was in the Justice League film as Cyborg's dad. Oh my god. I'm sorry I don't have anything deeper to say. I mean, what am I supposed to say? I saw this film once or twice back in the day. I probably saw it once on VHS and didn't know what the hell it was. Just I'm like, oh, I like John Leguizamo, the movies I mentioned before. And I might have seen him one other time where sometimes if I don't remember a film, I'm like, I'll check this out. I don't know, maybe when I worked at the video stores, where I could rent them for free. I don't know. Either way, it was horrible both times, and such a waste of Joel Morton. He barely has anything to say. So the idea is they put a tractor in his underwear, and if it sweats, then it's burning him up. You would think if he was changing all his clothes, he would have changed his underwear. So you're telling me this guy will change all his clothes but won't change his underwear? Yeah, he seems like that guy. He seems like that type of guy. How about you go to the bathroom and take them off? Okay, here's another thing. You know, you send down. Usually, when you do that, the water doesn't touch your balls. That's why in toilets they make it that way, so you don't sit down each time you get fucking urine or whatever on your balls or toilet water on your balls. You'd really have to push them down in order for to get to the water to get the, be relaxed after that. But you're not supposed to think about that. It's a comedy, folks. But it's not fucking funny. Nothing goddamn fucking funny about it. As this goofy looking, stupid looking fucking gun. How does Ari Spears, who's looking over here and doesn't see someone like go like how in the hell? Oh, so Ari Spears doesn't know his big fat guy like Jeffrey Jones in the background, but this guy sees a guy farther away in a fucking window. But Ari Spears looking the other way, he can't see this big guy like 10 feet away. So I guess it's supposed to be like, you know, you have a double barrel shotgun, and this is like, I don't know what the fuck. I guess multiple darts in each one, I guess. Wonder how many bulls? How many bulls? Oh god, I don't even know where to start. So Jesus Christ. So Jeffrey Jones just darted the whole family, and his own son, and one of his buddies. Leguizamo still has that teeny gun that shot all the bullets out. And the music, they try and do that hip, hip, hoppity hop, hip, duh. The music I always think of is on the trailer for Friday. The trailer for Friday. If you watch the trailer for Friday, you'll know what song I'm talking about. Is it hip, hop, will not stop? And that's another great comedy in the 1995 Friday. So many great comedies in that era, man. So many fun comedies. Like, sincerely, man. I'm gonna look up 19 like The Birdcage. That's another good one. Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji. Again, it's just I would think John, considering the other stuff I've seen him in, I would think John Leguizamo could make a better. Because he had a lot of input on this. That he would have, and the director. I looked at the director. Apparently, the director did stuff on Saturday Night Live. I think some Mad TV and maybe some episodes of Elf. I try to think of another film the guy did. So now they're gonna hide, and they're pretending to be rabbis. Jesus Christ. This is like bad skit after bad skit after bad skit. There's just a handful of comedies in the 90s. Alright. Groundhog Day, 1993. Home Alone. House Party. Men at Work. Hot Shots 1 and 2. Encino Man. Wayne's World. Grumpy Old Men. Clerks. Dumb and Dumber. Ed Wood. Billy Madison. Friday. Tommy Boy. Hell, Fargo. Happy Gilmore. Swingers. Austin Powers. Chasing Amy. Grosse Point Blank. The Big Lebowski. The Wedding Singer came out the same year as this. Office Space. Just to name a couple. And let's look at 1997. Films that came out this year. Even comedies came out this year. Austin Powers, I mentioned. Nothing to Lose, that's a fun one. Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins. Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. Romy Michelle's High School Reunion. Money Talks with Chris Tucker. In and Out with Kevin Kline. Grosse Point Blank, I mentioned. As Good as It Gets. Men in Black. Private Parts, Howard Stern. It's action comedy, but Metro is fun. So now they're trying to be Beavis and Butthead for a bit. Another great comedy, Beavis and Butthead Do America. Now they're trying to have a card dance off. And the car's now a fucking transformer. And I did. There's a lot of comedies I like that are very silly and stupid. You're not supposed to think of logic in the real world. I wonder if what Ari Spears thinks of this movie. The highest grossing films in 1997: Titanic, Jurassic World, Lost World, Jurassic Part 2, Men in Black, Tomorrow Never Dies, Air Force One, As Good as It Gets, Liar Liar, The Fifth Element. This is the films of 1997, man. Films I really enjoy, like The Relic, Beverly Hills Ninja, Metro. I liked, a lot of the other films I mentioned. Volcano. Hell, Leprechaun 4 in space I'd rather watch than this. Not even joking. Private Parts I mentioned. A lot of other stuff I mentioned. Jesus H. Christ. What the fuck, dude? Sorry, I want to stick to that fucking phone because I wouldn't be looking at this shit. So I gotta close something off, okay? My fucking god, man. This guy on the right thinks his fucking hair is Ace Ventura's hair. We got the Scottish mob, we got a pedo, we got a guy who apparently is trying to be gay. That girl's ass is one of the best things in the movie. I was supposed to buy Jeffrey Jones beating someone up. Someone get the shit out of him, please. Oh, what's he going to do now? Because I don't remember how this movie ends. I really do not. I kind of wiped this out of my memory. Like that. Here he is playing an Asian guy again. And we gotta make sure we have that ding 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 ding. Who the fuck is this Jamoke? Oh god, now he's trying to do this Asian accent. Miso hoi, miho this. You want a tip? How about tipping my dick in your mouth? There's your tip. Put a bowl in your head and fuck the bowl. How about them apples? Sorry, saying a line from a much better fucking 1997 comedy. I hope Brian is enjoying this. I do appreciate the request. I hope he's laughing. I mean, he may like the film, may be pissed, but I'm assuming he knows I don't like the film, so I hope he's enjoying this. I do thank you, Brian. Yeah, to be fair, it is fun. It is fun to rip into, in my opinion, a bad movie because it's fun to just shit on it. So that is fun. So I do appreciate the request. And at least this film is short. I'll give you that. At least it's short. There's only 18 minutes left. Thank God. Fucking hell. So now he's trying to sing the Bonanza theme. So what you gonna do? You gonna try to kill him in front of everybody with witnesses? What the fuck? Like, just I would almost like want to ask John Leguizamo. Let's say if I portrayed a Latino character, right, in the same over the top way as he did for this Japanese businessman, then I would say, how would he react to it? Would it be funny? Would he be laughing about it? Would he be okay with it? So he threw a sixth pheromone. Now everybody wants to hump Jeffrey Jones. I'm trying to remember if they said, well, how the fuck does he owe 50,000 to this? So I love the impression of Scotty from Star Trek. Because he's Scottish, right? Wow, what a some bitch. This is Buddy Ninja's Collateral. Yeah, the family that we barely know and we met for like 30 seconds at the beginning. And then the girlfriend's family that, again, it took forever to us to even realize he had a fucking girlfriend. Because we didn't. I don't think we saw the girlfriend earlier in the film. You think you would see her earlier in the film and help establish who this person is? What the fuck is Ares eating? Where the fuck did he get that food from? Stuff in his face. Look at this stuff in his face. Where the fuck? Did they mention they stopped somewhere to eat? Oh my god. Here I'm literally just picking fuzz from my fucking bed to put in this fucking. Next I'll be picking belly button lint and not my own. Find someone outside, pick their fucking belly button lint. Be more worth my fucking time than they did making this piece of shit, useless fucking movie that I thankfully doesn't have a Blu-ray as far as I know. Although my luck, someone picked it up for bullshit reasons. How come Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence? How come that doesn't have a Blu-ray? Probably because the company released it. If I can't remember what company it was, I think it's related to Disney though, and if that's the case, then that's why. I forgot how big of a part Ari Spears had in this movie. Like literally, this is 80 to 90 minutes of just Leguizamo being loud, annoying, obnoxious, irritating, and jokes that are not clever, not witty, not funny, just being an unlikable pest, which seems to be the whole purpose of it. Now, I'm sure they meant a pest for the bad guy, but then you start understand why he wants to shoot the guy. Wait, wasn't he upstairs already and then he was downstairs? Okay. Why the hell would you want to be right near the guy? I don't know. Well, he's not now. Let's see, is that Ari Spears? I think it might be. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, there you go. Now, where the fuck did he get that gun? Oh, isn't the point that he shit the poison out because of? Yeah, that's the point. He shit it out. Okay, but you just told the family one to do them good. And they're just running, literally like he's not doing the full dance, and then like they'll rewind stuff oh my god, man. Yeah, I think that's the idea is that he shit the poison out. Okay, didn't you just tell them where? You just told. Wait a minute. So Jeffrey Jones, you told everybody where the safety deposit box with the 50,000 was in. You just told everybody. You told everybody. So why couldn't the family just go there and get the fucking thing? So you just told them where it was. You think I'm gonna tell everybody where the safety deposit and the 50,000 is? So now Joe Morton and all of them, they could have gotten this as well. So what do you expect? So just lazy. I mean, I know for a comic, but even they have fucking lazy writing. Literally, anybody could have had it. Oh, you puked it up, okay. Okay, but when they need evidence to prove that he did this and that, I didn't. Don't they need evidence to prove what Jeffrey Jones did or didn't do? Wonder who that couple was at the back just staring off into them. Who the fuck is that driving? Now we have that stupid fucking rap song from the beginning because it was so good we had to repeat it again. It was so wonderful we had to repeat the same fucking thing again. see if there's any other names. Like, we went through the cast, but we'll see any other names recognize. Sometimes you wonder, like, what some of these people thought during the making of this. Obviously, they're doing it to get paid. Like set decorator Jim Duffy, or property master John Team. It's so fucking abysmal of a comedy, man. I mean, this is easily on my list of the worst comedies of the 90s. Easily. Again, they made like 5, 6, 7 those Seltzer Burger movies. But if I could put them all in one group, this is in there in the top 10 worst comedies I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm not even kidding. They're like, hey, look how talented I am. I'm pretending to be all these characters and having all these voices. Look how talented I am. I'm like, you sit there and go, they filmed this stuff thinking this would be hilarious. Like this, they thought this would be a big hit. They thought this would be a smash. They thought people will love and enjoy this film and go back for second and third. Like, what in the fuck, man? Now you see, there's that woman like opening her mouth like that. Apparently, there was a scene cut out of this, right there. This BDSM bit where she throws the whip. Apparently, when this first was put, it was rated R. When they sent this in, it was rated R. And so they had to take out that one scene of the BDSM to make it PG-13. Thank God. So yeah, apparently that bit you saw at the end credits where it's like a woman and whips, I guess, Leguizamo and Aries Spears and pulls him back. That was part of a bigger scene where somehow they got involved in a sequence with bondage, sadomasochism sequence. And the ratings board said, well, that's rated R. So they had to cut that out. And then by doing that, they got PG-13. Not that it helped because it was still a big fucking flop, as it deserves to be. Listen, if you enjoy this film because of whatever reason, that's fine, to each their own. I'm not one of them. Obviously, I am not one of them. I'm not a fan of the movie. I think it's awful. I think it's terrible. I think it's complete dog shit. And I just despise the fucking movie, man. But hey, for those who enjoy it, to each their own. I fucking despise this movie. We'll see you guys later. This was one of the 7 circles of hell, but I survived, so. We'll see you guys later. Fuck this movie. Fuck it in its ass. Fuck it around the corner. Fuck you, John Leguizamo, for making this piece of shit. Later.